Today on the review table, I have another dual wireless microphone system for home karaoke use, fitness instructors, and even mobile DJs that's affordable and surprisingly capable. Let's take a look at it. What's up everybody, and welcome to the Fayze Reviews YouTube channel. My name is Jordan Nelson, and if you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for coming back. Today, we're taking a look at the Phenyx PTV-1, a dual VHF wireless microphone system that includes a handheld mic, a headset mic, and a lapel mic, and it's one of the most affordable I've had on the channel. First off though, what is a VHF microphone? In the past, I've only reviewed UHF microphones, and UHF and VHF are both bands of frequencies used by wireless microphone systems. VHF stands for very high frequency, and UHF stands for ultra high frequency, and they each have pros and cons. A lot of professional applications are using UHF. It has a lower propensity for interference. Now, VHF isn't as common, but it is also a lot more affordable, which is a great pro for those that are looking to get their first wireless microphone set or use this in a home situation or a fitness instructor type situation. These are going to be a great entry-level point into the wireless microphone industry. So, like always on this channel, we'll start by taking a look at the packaging. It says a lot about how much a company cares about their product, and the Phenyx comes in a kind of a plain white box, but it's definitely got all the necessary information you need. It has their name, the model number, it's got their certifications on the side here, lists of the features on either side of the box, which is always nice to see, and a list of what system model you have on the bottom. So I've got the one that includes the, right here, the handheld and the lapel microphone setup. One last important part of the box is on the top here. It lists the frequencies that this microphone system utilizes. It is an unchangeable one frequency per receiver, which I'll talk about why that's important in a second, but just make sure that these frequencies are allowed in your area. Opening up the box, you're gonna find your user manual, well written, easy to understand, goes over all the features. Take off that foam. Underneath that, you've got the unit itself, and we'll pull it out of the plastic right here. Okay, fold up the antennas on the back there. There is the receiver unit. Taking that off, we have our headset mic. You've got your handheld mic right here. You've got your body pack for the lapel mic, and then the lapel mic is in this box right here. There's the lapel mic. So much packaging in here. You've got your not USB, just a regular wall charging lead right here. And then last, you have an audio cable that goes from a 1/4 inch mono cable to a 3.5 millimeter mono cable as well. So this could plug into most consumer speakers or a TV or what have you. One thing I forgot to mention that came in the box is batteries for both sets of receivers, which is something I really like. If you want to take this out of the box and get going right away, nobody wants to have to hunt down batteries. Speaking of batteries, you get 8 hours of use on a single pair of AA's, or you can be good for the earth and grab a pair of rechargeables, but 8 hours is pretty standard when it comes to microphones. One other thing that they included that I'm really happy about is not only a lapel microphone, but a headset microphone. Usually with lower end, more budget friendly microphone systems, they'll give you one lapel microphone and you have to like thread it onto a headset frame. These people give you two full capsules completely separate, so you can swap between headset and lapel without having to mount the lapel mic on the headset mount. We'll talk about that in a second. Now we'll take a look at the construction of the receiver unit, and this would probably be the biggest downside of the system. It's all plastic. It's like, it weighs nothing. I mean, I don't even know if this weighs a pound. It is just extremely lightweight, and this isn't terrible. If you're gonna use this in a situation where it's not being moved a bunch, and I'll keep going back to the home karaoke or the fitness instructor type thing, where it's just gonna be set in one location, that's not really gonna be a big deal. If you're a gigging mobile DJ like me or in a band or something, this might not hold up to the rigors of touring or going around to different events every weekend. So be mindful of that. It doesn't feel like flimsy. There's nothing like loose in there, but it's just very, very lightweight. Setting up this system is super, super easy. On the handheld microphone, you're just gonna wanna unscrew and put your batteries in. I've already done that with the included batteries that came in the box. You're also gonna take out your power cord here and plug that into the back. All right. And then you'll take out your audio cable and you will plug that into the back as well. On the back of the unit, you're gonna notice that you've got your power in over here. You've got a 1/4 inch output for the audio here, as well as a balanced XLR output. I like that they have the balanced. This is a more professional connection. It may give you certain benefits in sound quality if you have to run the cable long distance and there might be interference, so I like that they included that. So I'm gonna get this set up by a little video magic. All right, so now I've got everything all set up. It was super, super simple. You can see on the front of the unit, now that it's turned on, it's got channel 1 and channel 2, as well as a volume knob for each channel right there, and then your power switch over here on that side. So before we go on and talk about the features of this, let's switch over the audio to this. I've got it coming into a little Tascam recorder so that you can hear what it sounds like, and we'll do that in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, can you hear me? So this is the audio coming out of the Phenyx PTV-1, and as you can probably hear, I'm pretty impressed with the sound quality. It has a lot of good gain. If you plug this into a PA system, which I've done, and crank up the volume, you're not going to hear a lot of floor noise. It's very quiet until you need to use it, and then it's got a really strong signal when the microphone itself is in use. So I really like that. So let's talk about a few more features of this. You'll notice when I showed you the front, there's a channel 1 and a channel 2. And unfortunately, you cannot change the channels on this unit. It's set with 1 for channel A and 1 for channel 2. You cannot adjust the frequencies. And I don't think that's a terrible thing. Again, talking about the uses for this, if you're not touring to different venues every weekend, this is going to be great in one place where you know there's not any interference. If you get this and it works fine, then you know it's just going to always work fine in that location, which is something that kind of adds a layer of simplicity that you don't have to worry about adjusting one more thing. So this is a chance to hear the sound quality through the handheld unit. One thing I forgot to mention is this does have a mute function through a little sliding switch, which I really like. Most people are confused by like a push button mute. They're like, is it on? Is it off? There's this awkward pause as people trying to figure out if the microphone's working. With this, it's clearly labeled mute, and it's just the middle position on the sliding thing. So if I click that, you couldn't hear what I said, huh? So that's really nice. I like how simple that is. Again, for the situations, this is going to be very user-friendly. Let's switch over to the lapel so you can hear the audio quality through that. All right, so now I've got the lapel microphone on, and hopefully you can hear it. Let me check the levels. I wasn't extremely impressed with the lapel. This is probably another kind of downside to this unit. It's not omnidirectional, and so if I pull it off my shirt and hold it right here, you can probably get a great sound. It's probably going to sound good, but in situations where it's on someone's shirt like this, the audio quality is not as good. So I would say if you're buying this system, buy the dual handheld or use the headset. So let's switch to the headset. All right, so this is the headset. It comes with its own capsule, so you don't have to put the lapel on this frame. It's just already hooked up and ready to go. Uses the same body pack, and I'm honestly very impressed and surprised with how nice this headset microphone is. The levels are much better on this than on the lapel. They might even be a little too hot right now. I talk pretty high. Let me pull this little bit away from my mouth. How about that? Better? I'm still a little hot. There we go. So this has a great pickup, and it sounds really nice. And so if you need to lead like a Zumba class or a spin class or something, this is going to be a great affordable system for you. The headset has a really nice flexible adjustable arm here, which is easy to use and maneuver so you can get it to the right location for your mouth. It's very light on the head. It doesn't feel like it's going to push on my temples and hurt after a little while. Granted, I haven't wore this for a really long time, but it's comfortable and it doesn't feel like it's sagging down on my ears. So I'll just keep this on and give you my final thoughts on this system. It honestly, for the price, is a great way to get into microphones. If you're wanting to belt it out at home, do some karaoke with the fam and friends, if you are at a small gym, the local YMCA, and you're looking to lead some classes and there's no equipment, this would be a great system to pick up. If you're a gigging professional, you're out there working every week and have to take this and set it up from place to place, it might get bounced around and beat up. Maybe not the best system for you, but I've reviewed a couple other systems on the channel, so go check those out. Overall, if you've never used a wireless microphone system before, I'd say go grab one of these. Opt for either the 2 handheld unit or buy this one and use the headset instead of the lapel. You can't lose that way. it works, it's functional, no problems out of the box, no issues I had to troubleshoot. It just turns on and goes, which I really like. If you want to pick one of these up for yourself, there's a link down in the description. You can go buy through there and support the channel. And if you're not already, I'd love if you'd become a subscriber because it helps me make more videos and review awesome products so you know what gear you should get. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.